0600. What does the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. Is it a little too early to be that loud? Hey, too late. Figaro! Figaro, 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 Figaro! Hello! Oh, I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. Nancy and I are still looking for the other half of my head. Well, Alibaba had his 40 thieves, Alibaba had 1,000 tales. Well, master, you're in luck, 'cause up your sleeve you got a brand of magic never fails. You got some power in your corner now, some heavy ammunition in your can. Well, it's out, how then, who and how, all you gotta do is rub that lamp and I'll say, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what do your pleasure be? Let me take your order, jot it down, you ain't never had a friend like me. For those of you who've not deduced from shoddy and insulting impersonations, today I will honor the late and very great Robin McLaurin Williams. It is fine and dandy to quote Robin Williams movies, stand-up comedy bits, Saturday night skits. These are the things we know. What you may not know is that Robin Williams was one of the finest and funniest human beings ever to have been on Earth. Personal opinions and biases aside, it seems to be a consensus that he has touched everyone I know. There isn't anyone I know who doesn't know his name, his face, his sound, and his voices. Few men have lived this life, touching as many lives and hearts and childhoods as he could. His repertoire expensive, his drug habit extensive, his brain elastic, and his audience always put first. Robin is a legend. And from what we've learned already, legends never die. It is difficult to recall all the great works he put forth, but until researching him, I was painfully unaware of how little I knew about him. I doubt any of us do. Do we stop and think of the humanity or the comic genius? Do we stop and think that a harmonious combination of ADHD and cocaine with a Juilliard education could create one of the fastest and best improvisation kings in history? Or that communicating with a gorilla became his self-proclaimed most eye-opening experience ever? It is easy to sit and quote his best movies, and by all means, there's a ton of them. In fact, between 1987 and 2000, the amount of time it takes us to reach freshman year of high school, Robin Williams had a monumental hand in Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, The Birdcage, Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Good Will Hunting, The Fisher King, Hook, Jumanji, and that's just a highlight reel. In 1997, he won an Academy Award for Good Will Hunting, though he was nominated 5 other times. These facts are common knowledge, as we can all trace back beautiful memories of seeing these movies as children, inspired and awed by his laughter. But what you may not have known is that Robin Williams also won 2 Emmys, 7 Golden Globes, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 4 Grammys. In 1973, he was given a full-ride scholarship to the Juilliard School, something they only give out once every 3 years. Arguably the most prestigious performing arts school in the world. It was from there that he would become a popular touring stand-up comedian, with Mork and Mindy not long after that. The rest is history. 3 marriages, 3 children, and over 100 popular works later, it didn't take much to realize he did much more than make us laugh. He is known for his ability to mimic voices, noises, accents, languages, and his hold on linguistic sciences and control of his animated expressions puts his skill level of comedy far and above most character actors. Even Johnny Depp is proud. Largely in part due to his inspiration from actors and comedians like Richard Pryor, who told him that stand-up comedy is cheaper than therapy, so leave it all on the stage. Like Jonathan Winters, whose voice remains iconic to this day as a staple of Robin's sense of comedy. And like Rodney Dangerfield, who's, well, I can't believe it, I'm losing to a rug. Robin was so dedicated to his craft and the craft of those that inspired him that while voice acting for Aladdin, he forced animators to make the genie look like Rodney Dangerfield and Jack Nicholson. He did this so that whoever he was impersonating, the audience would know the material wasn't original. Listen up, Sparky, here's the deal. You want to get the lady, you gotta be a straight shooter. Do you got it? He mandated that there be no confusion who he was tipping his cap to. His uncanny ability to evoke cathartic emotions from his audiences whether in abdomen pain and laughing hysterically or genuine heart pain, gripping one's chest and sobbing like a high school heartbreak, has led us to miss this man ever since he left, finding ourselves collecting all the VHS we can, compiling what we hope to be a legend that never dies, so that his laughter and humanity will spread to all that it touches. We will miss the humanity, the genius, and on a personal note, I'll miss one of the greatest inspirations of my entire life. In the words of Mr. Williams, we are only given a little spark of madness. We mustn't lose it.